just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything.
He destroys. My mouth speaks the praise of Yah, and let all flesh bless his set apart name forever and
And
ever.
never. All praise.
Hallelujah.
All praise to the Most High.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Praise Yah,
Man, all
man.
praise to the Most
Praise the
High,
Most
Praise
High.
man.
y'all. Praise y'all.
Hey, y'all nasty, boy. Y'all nasty, man. Y'all know how to get somebody's spirit jump. Hallelujah.
All praise.
Hallelujah, man. I'm telling you, man.
Selling they soul, liquor and dope. Letting go of the rope, young and the old, slippery slope. Proverbs 1 and 24 is the cause of our woes. We don't even know. So many in the city lack a father. Ain't no winning till we turn back to the Father. No quitting, remain willing to go harder for the Abba.
You got good people out there. You still got to follow the commandments.
The money come with problems and we got no way to solve them. If you got it, then you got them. Best believe that, bro. Open up the Bible, you will find yourself
And
inside it.
this is the message which we have heard from him and announced to you, that Elohim is light, and in him is no darkness at
In
all.
the scriptures, love life and put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to
I was thinking when actually since you said that, I was looking at Psalm 66, and that's what is going on.
just trying to put the Father over everything, yeah, yeah, yeah. Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Could care less about the power. You could keep the rings. I'm just trying to put the Father over.
That's when that lust kick in, man. You always got to be dealing with that fight, that daily flesh fight every day.
Every
Every
day.
day.
Rules look strange to Americans. They ain't used to seeing Torah keeping people with no Satan in them. Some of us only keep the
I was
laws
able
in
to
our
connect
actions.
to
Other
one of our
families got
elders
a
in
focus on the
Africa
linens. People want
of
silver
the
and
Limba
food till
tribe.
we discover the truth. In that days we be doing something different. We follow the Abba to the T with no permission. Wrestling for blessings like you code, we on a mission. Fully understanding we're the vehicle to bring the truth to others while maintaining that Yahuwah is the engine. I don't think you heard me. I said Yah must be the engine. The Messiah came in his name. He is on one accord with him. In this land of kid, I'm always second guess doctrine that's polytheistic and not keeping the Father central. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Could care less about the
I don't think the Most High
power.
made a
You could
mistake.
keep the
That's how I look
rings.
at it.
I'm just
He
trying
knew
to
what was
put the
going on. He knew what he was
Father
going to do.
over
He knew how it was
everything.
going to play out. You know what I'm saying? He
Right on.
declared the
Everything. I'm
end
just
from the
trying to
beginning.
put the
So if it went like that,
Father over
That
it
sounds
meant to
good.
go
Supposed
that
to
way.
go
everything.
like
Care
that.
less about the power. You could keep the rings. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Father over everything. Father over everything. Power, you could keep the rings. Father over everything. Yeah, yeah,
But I know y'all Hebrews, and I know it's late. So Shabbat Shalom. I love y'all, man. All
Love,
Nah, you
bro.
Me
too,
too.
bro.
most high, yeah.
Love, brothers.
Hey, Shabbat.
Oh, praise.
I'm the put Father over everything. Yeah, yeah.
Come on, Art. Come
Praise
on,
God.
Art.
All praises.
Oh, praise.
Hey, Psalms
This brother,
58. Say
this
what
brother
up?
say, this brother say he can sing. He bearing false witness against himself. Let's go
Uh,
though.
uh, okay. Psalms 58. Would you indeed speak righteousness in silence? Do you judge straightly, you sons of men? No. In heart, you work unrighteousness. On earth, you weigh out the violence of your hands. The wrong have been estranged from the womb. These who speak lies go astray from birth. Their poison is like the poison of a snake, like a deaf cobra that stops its ear. so as not to hear the voice of whisperers or a skilled caster of spells. O Elohim, break their teeth in their mouth. Break out their fangs of the young lions, O Yahoo. Let them melt, let them vanish as water. Let him aim his arrows that they be cut down, like a snail which melts away as it moves, like a woman still birth. Let them not see the sun. Before your pots fill the thorns, where the green ore blaze, he sweeps them away. The righteous rejoice when he has seen the vengeance. He washes his feet in the blood of the wrong. And man says, truly, the righteous are rewarded. Truly, there is an Elohim judging in the earth. Praise Yah.
Hallelujah.
Praise Yah. That seems like it might go with your title.
Oh yeah.
Was that meant for that right there or no?
Yeah, it was meant for that one. You know what I'm talking about? We trying to get straight to
Exodus 20. And 16. You do not bear false witness against your neighbor.
your neighbor, right? So we know we ain't even got to go look at no definitions for false, right? Because in every single language, false means not the truth, right? Not the truth. Right.
Hey. Starting off Commandment 3,
The Hermes, Commandment 3, yes, sir.
All right. I'll jump it off. Then we just go down the line. And again, he said to me, love the truth and let nothing but truth proceed from your mouth. That the spirit which Elohim has placed in your flesh may be found truthful before all men.
That the spirit which the Most High placed in your flesh, right? So it's again, it say love the truth, right? Love the truth. If we love the truth, we should never say no lies or no falsehood should come out of our mouth, especially against our neighbor, right?
Mm-hmm. And the master who dwells in you, right? What's that? The spirit he placed in you. So that's his spirit in you, right?
Right.
So the master who dwells in you will be glorified because the master is truthful in every word, and in him is no falsehood.
Now, so the Most High called us to be perfect, and he said, I'm all truth, ain't no falsehood in me, right? And I put my spirit in you, that means you need to be walking in all truth, right? And no falsehood be within you, right?
Right. Therefore, they who lie deny the Most High.
Look at that. They who lie deny the Most High. Come on.
And rob him.
Mm-hmm.
Not giving back to him the deposit which they have received.
Man, we need to go get some more understanding when they say, what the preacher go to? Are you going to rob God? Right? So now we're seeing if you lie, you denying and robbing him. So what's the real meaning of that Malachi? Right?
Mm-hmm. And then, like, the little was lie too, right? Yes, I mean, can you say, just like we was talking earlier, a lot of people lied just to get them PPP loans, right?
That's why we might name this one the sin that's committed daily, right? Something around that line. You know what I'm saying? Because even the little is lie. You feel me?
All right. For they receive from him a spirit free from falsehood. If they give him back this spirit untruthful, they pollute the commandment of the Most High.
We just read the commandment. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, right?
Man. And the thing he said, They receive from him a spirit free from falsehood. So as a child, you ain't had no falsehood in you, right? When you come out the womb.
Right. And the Most High said, I
These
put my
things are
spirit in
learned.
you. Said, I put my spirit in you, right?
Mm-hmm. That's deep right there. They pollute the commandment of the Most High and become robbers.
You become what?
Robbers.
He put his spirit in you, and you, by lying, you robbed him. You took that spirit from him with violence, with your violent lying, right? Falsehood.
Yeah. You brought up that Malachi with a man rob Yah. You brought it up. On hearing these words, I wept most violently.
Come on. That'll make anybody weep violently, because everybody know they committed this sin, right?
Mm-hmm. When he saw me weeping, he said to me, why do you weep? And I said, because, Master, I do not know if I can be saved. Why? He said. And I said, because, Master, I never spoke a true word in my life, but have ever spoken cunningly to all, and have affirmed a lie for the truth to all.
Come on.
And no one ever contradicted me, but credit was given to me, to my word. How then can I live since I have acted thus?
That's a good question, right? So we all know that
Mm-hmm.
we have bear false witness, right? It's like, how can we be saved if we already did these things, right? We know we repented, but even after you repented, you probably didn't lie, right?
Right. And he said to me, your feelings are indeed right and sound, for you ought, as a servant of the Most High, to have walked in truth, and not to have joined an evil conscience with the spirit of truth.
So we see lying is joining the evil conscience with the spirit of truth, because the Most High say, I put my spirit of truth in you, right?
Mm-hmm. Nor to have caused sadness to the holy and true spirit. And
So
I said to him,
what it say you do when you lie?
say it again.
What it say you do when you lie? You cause sadness to the
Cause
holy and true
sadness to
spirit.
the holy and true spirit. Mm-hmm. And I said to him, never, Master, did I listen to those words with so much attention. And he said to me, now you hear them and keep them, right? You
Yeah.
hear he said that?
Yeah.
Now you hear them and keep them, that
Right.
even the falsehoods which you formerly told in your transactions may come to be believed through the truthfulness of your present statement. So is he saying the Most High mercy renews every morning?
So that compassion for sure.
For even they can become worthy of credit if you keep these precepts. And from this time forward, you speak nothing but the truth. It will be possible for you to obtain life.
Mm-hmm.
And whosoever will hear this commandment and depart from the great wickedness, falsehood, will live to the Most High Yah.
And whosoever will hear this commandment and depart from that great wickedness, falsehood is what? Great wickedness, will live to the Most High. So let's get to it then. Let's get some understanding about this commandment, right? So we can live to the Most High and forsake this great wickedness.
Okay. It's all right. 25 and 5. Oh, how calmly is the wisdom of old men, and understanding and counsel to men of honor.
Yeah, that was probably the wrong scripture. It's all good. We ain't never get back over this one. Let's just jump to the next.
Okay. All right. Matthew 26.
I think it was supposed to be 2, actually. But don't worry about it.
Go back to it. Let me see. Yeah.
Might have been.
3. Yeah. 3 sorts of men my soul hates, and I am greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an old adulterer that dotes.
Yeah, that might not been easy. That's my fault. Let's get
A
to it.
rich man that is a liar, right?
Yeah.
You get money. A lot of times you get money off falsehood, lying. Okay,
Well, that's what them
Matthew.
people just did with that PPP loan, ain't it?
That's
Yeah.
a good point. That's a real good point.
57. All right. You ready, Jermaine? 26, Matthew 26 and 57, then we're gonna jump.
And those who had seized Yeshua led him away to Quapa, the high priest, where the scribes and the elders were gathered together.
Okay, so now we get somewhere right here. So now we just picking up on that story when we was I don't remember, that was a couple of weeks ago when we was dealing with when Judas Iscariot just ran down on them and they just took we was dealing with the thief basically. You know what I'm saying? So now we just picking up on this story when they had grabbed Mashiach. Okay.
Okay.
And the priests and the elders and all the councils were seeking false witness against Yeshua to put him to death.
What was they seeking out?
False
False
witnesses.
witness.
Looking for false witnesses, right? We just seen that the thief gave him up, Iscariot, right? And now it ain't really no true witnesses, so they looking for false witness against him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But found none. Although many false witnesses came forward, they found none.
Wow.
But at least 2 false witnesses came forward and said, this one said, I am able to destroy the dwelling place of Elohim and to build it in 3 days.
Look at that, huh? Look at that. Because it say, although many false witnesses came forward, they found none. But at last 2 false witnesses came forward, right? So that means many false witnesses was coming and saying this about him and saying that about him, right? But finally 2 of them came and said the same thing about him, right?
Deuteronomy 19 and verse 15. One witness does not rise up against a man concerning any crookedness or any sin that he commits. At the mouth of 2 witnesses or at the mouth of 3 witnesses, a matter is established.
All right, so they had to find at least 2 witnesses to bear the same witness against him. And finally 2 witnesses came and said, hey, he said he gonna destroy the dwelling place of Elohim and build it in 3 days. Right? Because many false witnesses came forward, but they was all saying different stuff. Right?
Right. Okay. Back to Matthew 26.
62.
62. Yeah, we read 62, but you can read it again, though. No, we did. Go ahead. 62 to 66, man.
And the high priest stood up and said to him, have you no answer to make? What do these witnesses against you? But Yeshua remained silent. So the high priest said to him, I put you to oath by the living Elohim that you said to us, if you are the Messiah, the son of Elohim. Yeshua said to him, you have said it. Besides, I say to you, from now on, you shall see the son of Adam sitting at the right hand of the power and coming on the clouds of the heaven. Then the high priest tore his garment, saying, he has blasphemed. Why do we need any more witnesses? See now, you have heard his blasphemy. What do you think? And they answering said, he is liable to death.
All he did was tell you the truth, right?
Yeah. Oh, he did. Okay, Exodus 23. Verse 7 and 8.
We're going to 23, 1 through 5.
Oh, 23, 1 through 5? Oh, yeah, 1 through 5. I looked at the wrong one. All right.
Do not bring a false report. Do not put your hand with the wrong to be malicious to a malicious witness. Do not
so that's what them witnesses was towards Mashiach, right? It said,
right.
Do not bring a false report. It said many false witnesses came, right? They was doing what? Bringing false report. Do not put your hand with the wrong to be a malicious witness. And that's what everybody was doing against Mashiach.
What else was they doing? Verse 2.
Do not follow a crowd to do evil, nor bear witness in the strife, so as to turn aside after many, to turn aside what is right.
That's what they did, right? Crowds.
To turn aside what is right. Come on.
And do not favor a poor man in his strife. When you meet your enemy's ox or his donkey going astray, you shall certainly return it to him. When you see the donkey of him who hates you lying under its burden, you shall refrain from leaving it to him. You shall certainly help him.
Come on, man. This sounds real familiar. This sounds like some familiar words to me, man. When you meet your enemy's ox, right? Your enemy's ox. Or you see the donkey of him who hates you. Usually the one that hates you is your what? Your enemy, right?
Okay. Matthew 5, 43 to 48.
You heard this. You heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy.
You hear that? You see that? You see that? Where we at? Matthew 5 and what up?
43.
43.
It said you heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy, right? It was never said. I mean, it was never written that you should hate your enemy, right? Even the scripture even said, don't loathe the Edomite, don't hate an Edomite, right? So we see.
Yeah, I got
it. Go ahead. Which say I?
Okay. All right, my bad. Sorry about that, fellas.
All right.
All right.
It was at Matthew 43.
Yes, sir.
24?
Yeah.
43, right? 43?
47 and 43, yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Okay. You heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies. Bless those cursing you. Do good to those hating you. And pray for those insulting you and persecuting you, so that you become sons of the Father in the heavens. Because he makes his sons rise on the wicked and on the good, and sends rain on the righteous and on the unrighteous.
So that's why that sounded real familiar when it was telling you when you meet your enemy's ox, right? Or you see him who hates you lying in the bird, you know what I'm saying? You know, the same message Mashiach was preaching right here. You know what I'm saying? And when they say love your enemy, it's not the same as the Greek word agape. It's talking about love in a social or moral aspect, right? It's a different type of love when it's saying love your enemies. It's basically letting you know along the lines of turn the other cheek.
You know what I'm saying? Your enemy come your way or doing something, you know what I'm saying, that's against you or getting out of line with you, basically turn the other cheek. That type of love. You feel me?
Get out the way.
Yeah.
All right, 46. For if you love those loving you, what reward have you? Are the tax collectors not doing the same too?
We just read about how they felt about tax collectors when we were dealing with the thief, right?
For sure. And if you greet your brothers only, what do you do more than others? Are the tax collectors not doing so too?
Hey, so that means greet them Gentiles too out there. You feel me?
For sure. Therefore be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect.
So he just gave you a little manuscript on being perfect, right?
For sure.
A whole manuscript on being not hating your enemy, basically, is walking towards perfection, right?
Okay. Matthew 23, 7 and 8.
No, we had Exodus, right? Exodus 23. Yeah, 7 and 8. Yeah. Keep yourself far from a false matter, and do not kill the innocent and the righteous, for I do not declare the wrong right.
Hey, far. It say keep yourself far from a false matter. You hear falsehood going in the air, it say, man, turn the other way and run, right? Keep yourself far from a false matter.
All right, 8. And do not take a bribe, for a bribe blinds the seeing one and twists the words of the righteous.
That's nasty right there.
Yeah, it is. And do not take a bribe, for a bribe blinds the seeing one and twists the words of the righteous.
Right.
You can see that going on in this election.
We're about to get to that. We're going to get to that a little later. You right on, though. We're going to get to that. And like you say, and it say it twists the words of the righteous, right? You start once you took that bribe, you start your words start being twisted. You start lying, right? You start lying after you took
the bribe. The cost of the bribe. Yeah, for sure.
Because of the bribe. Straight
for
up.
Sure.
Okay. Sirach 7 and 7. All right, I hit it. Offend not against the multitude of a city, and then you shall not cast yourself down among the people.
And again, we ain't get to look over this thing, you feel me? So, you know. Oh no, that's supposed to be Ecclesiastes. My bad. I told you Sirach. Go to Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. That's my fault. Yeah, Ecclesiastes.
Scratch out the notes, man. You know what I'm saying?
My bad.
Brother got us going everywhere but the right place.
It's all good.
And now you're bearing false witness either.
Hey, usually you be doing this on your own, messing it up. So, you know.
Okay.
Okay, now we here. Here we go.
For oppression makes a wise one mad, and the bribe destroys the heart.
The bribe does what up?
Destroys the heart.
Read that first part again. I mean, brother.
What'd you say, man?
Now read that first part again, brother. Read that first part of 7 again, Joe.
Yeah. Because he was passionate earlier.
Wise one mad. Hey, that's why you be mad all the time, man. We be talking about these things.
Hey,
yes, sir.
You heard him earlier. Passionate out.
Passionate out. I was going there. I was like, man, I was thinking I was gonna say something, but Shag said it first, so yeah.
Man. A wise brother got under.
That brother get passionate about the truth, boy. He be ready to knock somebody's head off. 15 and 20.
Hey, but that's for real though. That's for real though.
Yeah, that's real.
That oppression we go through, man. You know,
if you real life sit back and watch all this, that's why I don't deal with the social medias. You feel me? I ain't got none of that stuff. Cause I don't be wanting to see that. I don't be wanting to see none of that. Straight up.
Yeah, I be going through it. I be sending it to y'all a lot of times, just the madness and stuff I be seeing, man.
I think that was I was talking to Adam. Adam said, "Jermaine be sending all those things in the chat. I know he'd be mad. Cause he mad when he talk about it." Yeah.
Straight up.
That brother just gained 2 gray hairs today watching that video. All right, Proverbs 15:27. He who is greedy for gain troubles his own house.
For sure.
But he who hates bribes lives.
What does he who hates bribes do?
Live.
Right. In your era, because we already see what lying does to you spiritually, right? We read that commandment 3 and we see what it do to you spiritually. It saddens the set apart spirit, the Holy Spirit, right?
For sure.
He who hates bribes lives. We talking spiritually right here, man.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because that greedy for gain puts you in the mind of typically like you can never have too much money. You know what I'm saying? Just real simple.
Yeah, and you steady fighting for it too, right?
Exactly.
Hey, I go back to that actually, man. It make you think when it say he who is greedy for gain troubles his own house, right? So think about it when you watch a lot of these shows, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like Power or something like that. They always talking about they doing it for their family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
really, but it really
get my family out the hole.
Right, but it's really bringing turmoil to the family, right?
Right.
For sure.
So you're really doing it for yourself when you greedy for gain. But it say you trouble your own house when you do
your own house.
Police coming to your house, that's troubling your family, right? Taking you to jail in front of your family.
No.
You know? Or you out there, you know, doing something who is greedy for gain troubles his own house, right? And you greedy for gain, you down to do anything for some money. Even rob somebody. But when them bullets come through that house,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
House, right? You don't know who's gonna get hit.
Okay.
All right.
12 and 17.
Yes, sir.
You about ready, Marv, in a minute? Hey. I'm gonna hit you next, Marv, if you ready. He who speaks truth declares righteousness, but a false witness deceit.
What a false witness bring out?
Deceit.
Oh, and that's always. That's always. So again, we don't want to light these people up too much, but we got to deal with them one more time. You feel me? I know we dealt with them dealing with the thief, but we got to deal with this false witness because he brings deceit. Whoever speaking the truth declares righteousness, but a false witness deceit. All right, jump to that Jeremiah 29.
Right. Jeremiah chapter 29. You ready, Marv? You there?
Man, I love the way you able to put these lessons together, brother.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Right. I've been on the road for about 2 months. We're gonna let them keep it moving too.
Most High get it show. Praise y'all. All right, let's get it.
29 and 9 through 13.
But they are prophesying.
See, big man, he don't need me to mess up. He mess up enough, right?
8, 9.
8, 9, okay.
Hey, now I know now I understand what big man's saying. He was because if you can't even read your notes, how somebody else gonna read? You know what I'm saying?
Thus said Yahuwah of hosts, Elohim of Israel, let not your prophets and your diviners who are in your midst deceive you, neither listen to the dreams which you are dreaming. They are prophesying falsely to you in my name. I have not sent them, declares Yahuwah.
Most High put that out there real evident, like, right? Don't let these false prophets or your prophets, right? Because a prophet only means a messenger of the Most High. So every time they getting in that pulpit and they saying the Most High told me to tell you this message or something like that, they proclaim they might call themselves preacher, but they are basically saying I'm a prophet, right? A prophet is the messenger of the Most High, right? And your diviners who are in your midst deceive you, right? Because false witnesses, what they do, deceive.
For they are prophesying falsely to you in my name, saith the Most High Yah. All right. 2 Corinthians.
That was going to 13.
No, that was just 8-9, Chief.
Oh.
Yeah, I was looking at Isaiah. 2 Corinthians 11. Verses 1 through 4. All right, Mar. 1 through 4.
I wish that you would bear with me in a little folly, but indeed you are bearing with me. For I am jealous for you with the jealousy according to Elohim. For I gave you in marriage to one husband to present you an innocent maiden to Messiah. But I am afraid lest as the serpent deceived Hawa by his trickery, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Messiah. For indeed, if he who is coming proclaims another Yeshua, whom we have not proclaimed, or if you receive a different spirit which you have not received, or different good news which you have not accepted, you put up with it well enough.
Put up with it well enough. You put up with it well enough. That's why the brother say, I wish you would bear with me with a little folly. Because all this other stuff you put, he who is coming, who proclaims another Yahusha, that's that image. That's the image that they give you, right? But you bear with it well enough, right? Whom we have not proclaimed. Or if you receive a different spirit, every time you go to church and they start playing that music and they start jumping around, that's a different spirit going around in there. But you put up with it well enough. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Or have not received a different, or have received a different good news, which you have not accepted. That's when they come hit you. Yeah, Joseph the daddy, but you put up with it well enough. Come on, man. Come on. Don't be deceived out here by these false witnesses who bear false witness each and every day. Come on.
Yeah, you that ain't no angels laid with no sisters.
False witness, man.
For such ones do not serve our master Yahushua, Messiah, but their own stomach.
Right.
And by smooth words and flattering speech, they deceive the hearts of the innocent.
They deceive who are?
The hearts of the innocent.
And all the people that's listening to them, man, innocent people, but they deceiving them because they false witnesses. And we just read in Proverbs, that's what a false witness comes to do. Deceive.
Man. And brothers still out there under that false witness, right? You still got brothers that believe in that 12 tribe chart.
For sure.
That brother ain't here to defend himself.
Yeah, okay, I ain't gonna say that there.
They are the Israelites.
Oh, okay, he is here. My bad. There you go.
There you go. Brother, still defending that false doctrine. Can't let it go.
They deceive the hearts of the innocent. He has an innocent heart. Innocent heart.
They still pushing that out there. All them Israelites coming over the border, huh?
Yeah, a whole bunch of Israelites. So, all
right, Mar. 2 Corinthians 13 through 15.
For such are false emissaries, deceptive workers, masquerading as emissaries of Messiah.
What they doing now? What they doing now?
Masquerading as emissaries.
Come on, Christ is king. You know what I'm saying? And all that masquerading as they apostles of Mashiach,
right? But they false ones, deceptive workers. They only feel in their own stomach what we just read in this Romans, right? That's all they care about, their own stomach. And with smooth and flattering words, they deceiving you. Go ahead.
And no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as a messenger of light. There's no surprise.
Right? Got to, in order to deceive the people, he got to put some truth in there and just throw one little lie in there. What he trying to, make you believe.
It is not surprising then if his servants also masquerade as servants of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works.
There's no wonder. So now we shouldn't even wonder when we see all these false emissaries around here, right? Because it's no wonder Satan himself masquerades around like a messenger of light, like he's an angel of light, right? But he's full of darkness, straight up.
Okay. Titus 1, 7-11. Keep moving, Mar.
For an overseer has to be unreprovable as a managing one of Elohim, not self-pleasing, not raw, not giving to wine, no brawler, no greedy for filthy gain.
What do you got to be, though?
But kind to strangers, a lover of what is good, sensible, righteous, set apart, self-controlled, clinging to the trustworthy word. Clinging to the trustworthy word, according to the teaching, in order to be able to both to encourage by sound teaching and to convict those who oppose it.
So now, go ahead.
Nah, that it's just a lot in it. It's a lot in there.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot in there. An overseer has to be unreprovable.
So this is basically your pastor. Your pastor has to be, right? Man, pull that up in the King James one time so we can see overseer in the King James one time, right? Titus. First Titus.
For a bishop must be blameless as the steward of Elohim, not self-willed, not soon to angry.
Right, we just want to get overseer. Overseer means your bishop, because the bishop is over the preacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
So somebody has to ordain the preacher. Who ordains the preacher? The bishop. Come on.
But an overseer has to be unreprovable and managing one of Elohim, not self-pleasing, not mad, not given to wine, no brawler, not greedy for filthy gain.
That's a big one right there, out. Not greedy for filthy gain. Come on, man.
And this is even big one, but kind to strangers. That means you can't mean mug.
Not an overseer. Not your bishop. Not your bishop.
Man. There's a lot right there. Okay.
Verse 10.
Verse 10. All right, go ahead, Mar.
For there are many unruly men, senseless talkers and deceivers, especially those of circumcision.
That's our people. Especially those of the circumcision. That's saying especially those of Israel. Right?
Right.
Whose mouth have to be stopped, who upset entire households, teaching what they should not teach for the sake of the filthy gain.
Whose mouths have to be stopped out. That's why we read that scripture say Elohim punched their teeth in their mouth, knock their teeth out. Their mouth have to be stopped, man. For sure.
Proverbs 12 and 18.
All right, back to that proverb again.
18 to 22.
I keep reading. Rash speaking is like a piercing of a sword. But the tongue of the wise is healing.
Right.
The lip of truth is established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment.
Right, because they mouth have to be stopped. It's only for a moment. I'm getting it right now, but they teeth gonna get punched in their mouth. You're gonna swallow every single tooth. Come on.
And then the lip of truth is established forever. Because you're
Right.
gonna always have people lying, but that truth always gonna stand.
Right.
It's always gonna stand in every generation. You're gonna have people fighting for the truth.
Right. And they say those doing that gonna do what in that commandment 3? Gonna live to the most high. Right? That's why they gonna speak. That's why they're gonna be established forever. Right? Forever is non-stop.
You
Well,
know,
a lying tongue can only last for a second anyway, because if you keep telling a lie, you got to keep telling another lie. You keep telling another lie, keep telling another lie.
Right.
And they gonna catch you, and they gonna catch you in one of those lies. They're like, nah, I believe dude, because the truth is established already. You know, it's just like with the continuous fight for the commandment. You know what I'm saying? It's always out there. You know what I'm saying? People be fighting it, but it's always gonna be there. It's always gonna be a fight.
And like you say, this book is established forever. Right? You feel
right.
me? Commandments is established forever. They come out with all these other numerous books. They ain't established though, right? You get as many times that they try to get rid of this Bible, they can't get rid of it. It's established forever.
Mm-hmm.
Deceit is in the heart of those who plot evil, but counselors of peace have joy. No harm befalls the righteous, but the wrong shall be filled with evil.
Mm-hmm.
Lying lips are an abomination to Yahuwah, but those who deal truly are his delight.
Come on.
Clever man is concealing knowledge, but a heart of fools proclaims folly.
We just put that right there. It say lying lips. The Most High hate lying lips. It's an abomination to him. Just like the same-sex marriage is an abomination to him, lying lips are the same thing. Right? Most High hate that. You sat in the truthful spirit that he put inside of you.
Okay. 1 Kings 2. Okay, I'll hit this one. And then I'll let you continue, Jermaine. Or are you ready to read, Yamel?
Hey, hold on. What we got? 1 Kings.
I got a lot going on in the back.
Let's try that 2 Kings. Jump to that 2 Kings. My bad. Hold on. No, it's actually my bad. I gave y'all the wrong. I told you we ain't go back and look at this. It's 1 Kings 22. It's 1 Kings 22. Big man, 1 Kings 22.
22, 2 through 22?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I fix that myself, actually. My bad.
You gotta slap you. Just slap yourself. Let us see it.
All right, let's get him back. Let's get him.
All right. And it came to be in the 3rd year that Jehoshaphat, sovereign of Yehuda, came down to the sovereign of Israel. And the sovereign of Israel said to his servant, do you know that Ramoth and Gilead is ours? And we are keeping silent from taking it out of the hand of the sovereign of Aram?
He already coming bearing false witness. He talking about, you know that's ours? Let's go get it. Come on.
And he said to Jehoshaphat, do you go with me to battle at Ramoth Gilead?
Deceiving, talking about this ours. You know Gilead is ours. Do you go with me? A false witness deceives, man. Go ahead.
And Jehoshaphat said to the sovereign of Israel, I am as you are, my people as your people, my horses as your horses. And Jehoshaphat said to the sovereign of Israel, please first inquire for the word of Yahuwah. And the sovereign of Israel gathered the prophets, about 400 men, That's a lot of them, ain't it?
Ain't it?
And said to them, do I go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or do I refrain? And they said, go up, for Yahuwah does give it into the hands of the sovereign.
Yeah, that's a lot of false witnesses out.
Man, that's a lot of them. You say something, man?
No, I was just saying, ain't it a lot of false witnesses?
Yeah, there's a lot of them, Mark. And Jehoshaphat said, is there not here a prophet of Yahuwah besides, that we might inquire of him?
So
See that, though?
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, he like, okay, I see all these prophets, but is it one of the most high?
Mm-hmm.
You got the prophet of Buddha in here. You know what I'm saying? But wait. Well, he said, wait, is there not one the prophet of Yahuwah besides, that we might inquire of him? And the sovereign of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, there is still one man. Just one? It's all the Most High need, right?
Sure.
Micaiah, son of Yimla, to inquire of Yahuwah by him. But I hate him. Why you hate him? Because he does not prophesy good concerning me, but evil.
What that script said, what we read earlier in that 12? You know what I'm saying? A true prophet, he speaks righteousness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he who speaks truth declares righteousness, right? So that's all he doing. He's speaking truth and declaring righteousness. Just because it ain't according to your word, it ain't tickling your ear what you want to hear, right? But we see a whole bunch of false witnesses around here deceit. Go ahead, my bad.
Nah, just because he ain't give him his word, he hate him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't giving us what I want to hear. I hate him because of that. Because he just does not prophesy good concerning me, but evil. And Jehoshaphat said, let not the sovereign say so. Don't say that.
He said, don't act like that, man. Come on.
So the sovereign of Israel called an officer and said, bring Micaiah, son of Yamla, at once. And the sovereign of Israel and Jehoshaphat, sovereign of Yehuda, were sitting, each on his throne, dressed in their robes, at a threshing floor, at the entrance of the gate of Shamron. And all the prophets were prophesying before him. And Zedekiah, son of Kenaniah, had made horns of iron for himself. And said, thus says Yahuwah, with these you push the Arameans until they are destroyed.
See that up? That's what false prophets do, right? False witnesses deceit. He said he made horns of iron for himself and said, hey, thus said the Most High. You're going to push them Armenians until they destroy it. Deceit,
Use these. And all the prophets were prophesying, so saying, go up to Ramoth Gilead and prosper, for Yahuwah shall give it into the hand of the sovereign. And the messengers who had gone to call Micaiah spoke to him, saying, see now, the words of the prophet with one mouth are good towards the sovereign. Please, let their word be like the word of one of them, and you shall speak good. And Micaiah said, as Yahuwah lives, whatever Yahuwah says to me, that I speak.
All right.
And he came to the sovereign, and the sovereign said to him, Micaiah, do we go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or do we refrain? And he answered him, go and prosper, for Yahuwah shall give it into the hand of the sovereign. And the sovereign said to him, how many times have I made you swear that you do not speak to me, except the truth in the name of Yahuwah? So he said, I saw.
What up?
So he said, I saw all Israel scattered on the.
Because he made it specific. He said, I made you swear that you speak to truth. I made you swear that you do not speak to me except the truth in the name of Yahuwah. Because they know how Machiyahu get down. He ain't put it in the name of Yahuwah when he said that to him, right?
Right.
He ain't put it. That's what, remember we said, remember we dealt with that? Yeah. Remember we dealt with that name and we dealt with, is it okay to swear by the name of the Most High? Come on. He said, nah, you ain't saying the name of Yahuwah, so tell me in the name of Yahuwah what's really going to go down. Come on.
You want to hear the truth? Okay. So he said, I saw all Israel scattered on the mountain as sheep that have no shepherd. And Yahuwah said, these have no master. Let everyone return to his house in peace.
Right.
And the sovereign of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, have I not said to you that he would not prophesy good concerning me, but evil? Then he said, therefore, hear the word of Yahuwah. I saw Yahuwah sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him, on his right and on his left. Yahuwah said, who shall entice Ahab to go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead?
Right.
And this one said, and this one said this, and another said that. And the spirit came forth and stood before Yahuwah and said, let me entice him.
Come on. It say a spirit came forth and said this, right?
Right. And Yahuwah said to him, in what way? And he said, I shall go out and be a spirit of falsehood in the mouth of all his prophets.
Come on.
And he said, entice him and also prevail. Go out and do so.
Wow. Wow.
So he told him the truth then, didn't he?
Hey, and the Most High gave that okay for that spirit of falsehood to go out in their mouth to tell him to go up and fall, right? Most High okayed that. So when you see the spirit of falsehood out here, or the spirit of what? Delusion out here, guess who okayed it? Come on.
Okay. You can pick up, man.
All right. Pause and wonder. Blind yourselves and be blind. They are drunk, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For Yahuwah has poured out on you the spirit of deep sleep and has closed your eyes, the prophets, and he has covered your head, the seers.
That's just what he did. That's just what he did when that spirit came forward, right?
For sure. And the entire vision is to you like the words of a book that is sealed. Which man give to one who knows books, saying, read this, please. And he said, I am unable, for it is sealed. And the book is given to one who does not know books, saying, read this, please. And he said, I have not known books. And Yahuwah says, because this people have drawn near with me, drawn near with its mouth, but with its lips they have esteemed me, and has kept his heart far from me, and their fear of me has become a command of men that is taught.
Wow. That's how the people fear the Most High. Whatever their bishop teaches them how to fear the Most High, that's how they feel.
That's how they do it. Yes, sir. And that's why you got all them people going tomorrow.
Come on, man. Come on.
Real talk.
Because the Most High put that the spirit of deep sleep on them, right? Come on. On these false prophets, man. Don't leave them alone one day.
Okay, Susanna. Are we reading 10 through 13, or are we reading 12 through 13?
We on Hoshiana.
I was going to say both of these with Susanna? Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She is 10.
12 and 13.
Yeah, when you Hoshea, you said Hoshiana, but I'm like, who is Hoshiana? I ain't never heard that book. You mean Hosea?
That's what I said. You had me saying host. You know what I'm saying.
No,
I was saying both of them at the same time. I was saying both of them at the same. All
right. All right. 12 through 13. You hit it still, Jermaine.
Okay. Sow for yourselves righteousness, reap according to loving commitment. Break up your tillable ground. It is time to seek tillable ground. It is time to seek Yahuwah till he comes and rains righteousness on you.
Right. So we see once you start seeking the Most High, righteousness don't come upon you overnight, right? You keep seeking him until he rain righteousness on you, right?
Yeah, until he rains. It's just like saying, Terry, till I come.
All right, 13. You have plowed wrongness. You have reaped unrighteousness. You have eaten the fruit of lying because you trusted in your own way, in your many mighty men.
Your many mighty men, right? What they about to do this upcoming election? Who they trusting in? They mighty men, government, right? They about to make sure they go vote. Because they eat the fruit of lying every day. They watching the news, they watching all this bull, right? And they eating the fruit of lying. Trusting in their own way, right? And the Most High told you in that Proverbs, what happened? You trust your own way. That's straight evil, right? And then your many mighty men. Come on.
All right. Beloved ones, do not believe every spirit, but prove the spirits, whether they are of Elohim, because many false prophets have gone out unto the world. By this, you know the spirit of Elohim. Every spirit that confesses that Yeshua, Messiah, has come in the flesh is of Elohim. And every spirit that does not confess that Yeshua, Messiah, has come in the flesh is not of Elohim. And this is the spirit of the anti-Messiah, which you heard is coming, and now is already in the world.
So now we see that the people already got the spirit of anti-Messiah in them, walking around every day, right?
No.
Every spirit that don't confess that Yahusha is the Messiah, right? He has the anti-Messiah spirit. Come on.
All right, 4. You are of Elohim, little children, and have overcome them, because he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world.
Yeah.
They are of the world, therefore they speak as of the world, and the world hears them.
That's why it's gonna be full assemblies tomorrow, right?
For sure.
Yeah, because in the world they tell you do without will. So they go to church. They go to church with tight little skirts on, and men's got on skinny jeans. The choir director up there got his nails painted.
All right, 6.
Go ahead.
We are of Elohim. The one knowing Elohim hears us. He who is not of Elohim does not hear us. By this, we know the spirit of the truth and the spirit of the delusion.
Come on, right? By this, we know the spirit of the truth and the spirit of delusion, right?
Right.
So we see
what's the delusion? What's the delusion? Make America great again, right?
Man.
That's a delusion.
And all
these it ain't gonna happen.
Right. And all these commands that men teach other men to keep. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And we see, like, again, Mashiach said you're gonna know them by their fruits, right? You know, how they speak and all these things, you know what I'm saying? So again, we know the Most High, so we see the spirit of delusion in this world each and every day. But we see it. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying this holiday season of delusion, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that.
Everything is. Like I was saying, all this stuff is nothing but a delusion scam, man. Real talk.
Right. But again,
But again, that spirit came forward and said, I'll entice them. And the Most High said, go out and do so and prevail. Right? So again, the Most High sent this spirit of delusion on the peoples, man, because they don't want to obey the truth. Again, what we was talking about last Shabbat, they hate the old word. They hate the old word. It's a cuss word to them. As soon as you say you got to obey the Most High, they say, obey? Don't cuss at me like that. You know what I'm saying? They hate the obedience word, huh?
Okay. Proverbs 19, 5 through 9, right?
A false witness does not go unpunished, and he who breathes out lies does not escape.
Mm-hmm.
Many entreat the favor of the noble, and all are friends of him who gives gifts. All the brothers of the poor shall hate him. How much more shall his friends go far from him?
Right, because many entreat the favor of the nobles, right? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, go back to 5. It say a false witness does not go unpunished. So we seeing all these false witnesses out here, but don't ever get it twisted. It look like they prospering now, but the Most High gonna knock their teeth out their mouth. You feel me? He does not go unpunished. And he who breathes out lies does not escape. So they talking all that cash money now, for sure, right?
A lot of them even being punished now, though. Look at the TD Jakes, and you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're getting punished.
Like that.
Yeah. And that's what the script say, let him who boasts not boast in wisdom and knowledge, but let him boast he know the Most High, and that his judgment is in the earth. His judgment is in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
In the earth. When y'all just talking about a flood that killed a whole bunch of people in UK or something like that?
In Spain?
Yeah, it was in India. Well, no, Spain, you're right. Spain, my bad.
Yeah.
And then verse 6, it say, many entreat the favor of the noble, right? That's usually mighty men. These same mighty men who y'all putting y'all trust in this election season, right? Many entreat the favor of the noble, and all the friends of him who gives gift. That sounds like y'all mad right there. You know, Trump be dropping them checks. All the friends to him who gives gifts, right? Trying to make sure you stand it out. Make sure you stand it out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he can drop no text this time.
All right, we have what, 7?
Hey, if you guys need me to read, let me know. Let me know. My daughter's quiet right now, but I'll read whenever.
Okay. I got you in the second, Andre.
All right, 7. All the brothers of the poor shall hate him. How much more shall his friends go far from him? He pursues promises. They are gone.
Come on, y'all was talking about those politicians earlier. What they do all the time. I promise that I'm going to do this. Trump tell you, I promise. Right. I promise I'm going to make America great again. They are gone. Right? All them promises, you know what I'm saying, that was told, they are gone. Right?
He who gets heart loves his own life. He who guards understandings find good. A false witness does not go unpunished, and he who breathes out lies perishes.
See that? We read that in verse 5, but the Most High had to remind you of that in verse 9. Come on. That's how important it is. He put it in the same Proverbs to remind you. A false witness does not go unpunished. Come on.
Okay.
All right. Where we at with him?
Susanna.
Okay. So we read Susanna all the way up to 23. I don't know if y'all remember the story, but it was the 2 elder mans who wanted to sleep with Susanna because she looked good, right? And they called her. They was like, if you don't sleep with us, we're gonna tell everybody that you was dealing with a young man, right? And Susanna said, it's better for me to fall into your hands and not do it than to sin in the sight of Yah. And that's when we was dealing with adultery. So now we picking up on this Susanna story. Let's go.
All right. I'll hit this one, then you can hit the next one, Andre. Because there's a lot, just in case Shorty might want to wake up on you. All right. With that, Susanna cried with a loud voice, and the two elders cried out against her. Then ran the one and opened the garden door. This when she was in there bathing. That's what we starting off at. So when the servants of the house heard the cry in the garden, they rushed in at the private door to see what was done unto her. But when the elders had declared their matter, the servants were greatly ashamed, for there was never such a report made of Susanna. And it came to pass the next day, when the people were assembled to her man, Yahuakim. The two elders came also full of mischievous imagination against Susanna to put her to death.
Mischievous imaginations. Like they was thinking of all types of stories to tell, right?
Right. Hey, you say this. I'm going to say this. Yeah.
Right.
And said before the people, send for Susanna, the daughter of Keliyahu, your king's woman. And so they sent. So she came with her father and mother, her children, and all her kindred. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman and beauteous to behold. And these wicked men commanded to uncover her face, for she was covered, that they might be filled with her beauty. Like, man, cover her face so we can see her.
Yeah, right.
Therefore her friends and all that saw her wept. Then the two elders stood up in the midst of the people and laid their hands upon her head. And she, weeping, looked up towards heaven, for her heart trusted in Yahuwah.
What her heart trust in?
Most High Yah. And what's that scripture? Let's say, all those who put their trust in Elohim, he never leaves them. And then it said, I know not one.
Right.
And the elder said, as we walked in the garden alone, this woman came in with two maids and shut the garden doors and sent the maids away. Then the young man who there was hid came unto her and lay with her. Then we that stood in the corner of the garden, seeing this wickedness, ran unto them.
Right.
And when we saw them together, the man we could not hold, for he was stronger than we, and opened the door and leaped out.
So this go back to that adultery discussion when we was breaking down that this has to be spiritually, because again, if somebody come in you and catch you sleeping with another woman, you ain't gonna sit there and be like, okay, it's time to go get stoned. You're gonna get up out of there, like they saying what happened with the young man, right? So that's how we know when he said he shall die, it's talking about spiritually. Go ahead.
But having taken this woman, we asked who the young man was, but she would not tell us. These things do we testify.
Testifying witness means the same thing. Go ahead.
Bearing false witness, right. Then the assembly believed them as those that were the elders and judges of the people. So they condemned her to death.
So we see who the most wicked is sometimes, right? The elders and the judges, right?
Right. They just believe everything the elders say too, right?
Right. What y'all may say? Elder Ricard.
Yeah.
Elder Ricard said, go ahead.
Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said, "Oh, everlasting Elohim, that knows the secret and know all things before they be. You know that they have borne false witness against me. And behold, I must die, whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me."
Maliciously,
Didn't we read that earlier? Say, don't bring a false word, but false report, or bear malicious witness. We read that earlier in that Exodus 23.
Yeah, see, like they invented a whole story about him.
Man.
And Yahuwah heard her voice. Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, Yahuwah raised up the spirit, raised up the Ruach HaKodesh of a young youth whose name was Daniel.
And back to 44 too. It say, and Yahuwah heard her voice. We read something earlier, and it say you gotta cry to the Most High. If you ain't crying to the Most High, how he gonna hear your voice? Right?
Right.
Everybody in Babylon so happy and pleasant right now. That's why we ain't being saved by the situation right now, because nobody's crying to the Most High. All right.
They loving this, right? They get a PPP loan, you know.
Right.
Who cried with a loud voice? Well, let me go back there. Yahuwah raised up the Ruach HaKodesh of a young youth whose name was Daniel, who cried with a loud voice, I am clear from the blood of this woman. Then all the people turned them towards him, and said, what mean these words that you have spoken? So he, standing in the midst of them, said, are ye such fools, ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth, ye have condemned a daughter of Israel?
Hey, is that Daniel?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, not the Daniel, Daniel in the scriptures, but this probably be another Daniel.
No, this is the Daniel in the scriptures. This is the young Daniel in the scriptures.
Oh, it is? Okay. Return again to the place of judgment, for they have borne false witness against her. Wherefore all the people turned again in haste, and the elders said unto him, come, sit down among us, and show it us, seeing Elohim has given you the honor of an elder.
It's a young Daniel giving the honor of an elder. He was able to scream out aloud, y'all such fools that y'all got to put this daughter of Zion to death without dealing with truth, right?
Then said Daniel unto them, put these two aside, one far from another, and I will examine them. So when they were put asunder, one from another, he called one of them and said unto him, O you that are waxing old and wicked, now your sins which you have committed aforetime are come to light. For you have pronounced false judgment, and have condemned the innocent, and have let the guilty go free. Albeit, Yahuwah says, the innocent and righteous shall you not slay.
Who said that?
The Most High Yah.
Go ahead,
Yeah, I hear you over there throwing those shots out the mouth. Elder in the car, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta watch these brothers, these elders, man. They believe everything they say. You know what I'm saying?
Now then, if you have seen her, tell me, under what tree saw you them company together? He answered, under a mastic tree. And Daniel said, very well, you have lied against your own head. For even now the angel of Elohim has received the sentence of Elohim to cut you in two. So he put him aside and commanded to bring the other, and said unto him, O seed of Canaan,
you gotta watch these Hamites. I told you gotta watch
Hamite.
these Hamites. You know what I'm saying? Watch that brother reading right now.
I feel you,
Look at him. Watch him, big man. Watch him, big man. You gotta watch these Hamites. Go ahead, though.
O seed of Canaan, and not of Yahudah. Beauty has deceived you, and lust has perverted your heart.
Look at that. So we see in the midst, they had a Hamite right? A Hamite as an elder, bearing false witness and leading the people astray and doing wickedness. Come on.
Thus have you dealt with the daughters of Israel, and they, for fear, companied with you. But the daughter of Yehuda would not abide your wickedness. Now therefore tell me, under what tree did you take them company together? Excuse me. Who answered, under a home tree.
So you see that mischievous story that they was putting together? Hey, they ain't get it together all the way, right?
They sure didn't. They sure didn't.
59.
Yeah, I don't know what. I'm gonna hit something.
As soon as we call him a Hamite, you see how you do? He been messing up all day, but now he can't even get the scripts together. Come on,
Come on, man. I'm finna read. You know. Then said Daniel unto him, well, you have also lied against your own head. For the angel of Elohim waits with the sword to cut you in two, that he may destroy you. With that, all the assembly cried out with a loud voice and praised Elohim, who saves them that trust in him.
Praise Yah, because Susanna did what? She trusted in the Most High Yah, right?
Right.
So now we just seeing a whole situation where the whole assembly just seen. You trust in the Most High, you're going to be delivered. All praises.
And they arose against the two elders, for Daniel had convinced them of false witness by their own mouth.
Convicted them of false witness by their own mouth, right?
Yeah, convicted them of false witness by their own mouth. And according to the Torah of Moshe, they did unto them in such sort as they maliciously intended to do to their neighbor.
Come on. Don't bear false witness against your neighbor. So what was they about to do to the woman? They said, nah, it's going to you two elders, right?
And they put them to death. Thus the innocent blood was saved the same day. Therefore, Kolatiyahu and his woman praised Elohim for their daughter Susanna with Yehoiakim, her man, and all the kindred, because there was no dishonesty found in her.
Right.
From that day forth was Daniel held in great repute in the sight of the people.
And from that day on, right? Like,
right.
You know, not just putting together the dates, also putting this verse 64, letting us know who that Daniel was, right? All right.
Okay. Leviticus. You ready, DeAndre?
Yep.
Leviticus 19:1, and then we're gonna jump.
And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, "Speak to."
Wait, jumping to 11. What did he say?
Oh,
do not steal.
My bad. 1 and 2. My bad.
Boy, I tell you, some Hamites, man. I'm telling you, y'all, let them put things together. They mess it up. Go ahead, Act 1 and 2.
And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say to them, Be set apart from I, Yahuwah, your Elohim, am set apart.
All right, be set apart because the Most High is set apart, right? This is a part of being set apart. Go ahead.
Right,
do not 11. Steal. Do not lie. Do not deceive one another.
Oh, and these 3 things basically go together, all hand in hand, right? To do one, you most of the time got to do the other. To steal, you got to lie. To lie, you got to deceive, right? Most of these things go together. But the Most High say, be set apart for I, Yahuwah, your Elohim, am set apart, right? Come on.
Okay. Proverbs 25 and verse 18. Go ahead, John George. This is one verse.
And a man, excuse me, a man bearing false witness against his neighbor is like a cub and a sword. Let me say that over again. A man bearing false witness against his neighbor is like club, and a sword and a sharp arrow.
Man, and if you think of all three of these things, they can hurt you or possibly kill you if you hit deep enough, right? But even if you think of it spiritually, what Susanna was doing, she was weeping, right? That's mentally, right? She was crying to the Most High. That's spiritually. And she was almost killed. That's physically. All these things are, are like a club, sword, or a sharp arrow, man. They can kill you if it's hit deep enough or hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what false witnesses does to you. It'll hurt you mentally, it'll hurt you spiritually, and it can hurt you physically when somebody bear false witness against you.
Okay. Proverbs 14 and 5.
A trustworthy witness does not lie, but a false witness breathes out lies.
Okay. Verse 25. Yeah, boy.
A true witness saves lives, but he who breathes out lies is a betrayer.
So we start to see how we need to move, right? A true witness does what? Saves lives. That's what we out here, the servant of a Most High. He say, I'm going to give you this and I want you to multiply. Don't go dig it and wait for me to come. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm going to take that from you. A true witness saves lives, man. But he who breathes out lies is a betrayer. You betraying the Most High and you betraying your neighbor when you breathe out lies. Straight up.
Proverbs 11, 30 and 31. All right. Keep it moving.
The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he who is winning lives is wise. See, the righteousness in the earth shall be rewarded. How much more the wrong and the sinner?
How much more? How much more? Because most of the time the wrong and the sinner, they prospering at this time with they deceit and they lies, right?
All right.
All right, let's end it with that Enoch.
Okay. Mario, you want to hit this last one?
Go ahead for a second.
All right. Go ahead, Jermaine. You want this last one?
Hey, I told you 103.
Yeah.
Hey, 104. 104. My bad, big man.
Oh boy. Boy.
I told you we ain't just come back over this one though. 104. Right, let's get it.
Yeah. You must have been cross-eyed looking at these.
Hey, rough week. Rough week. All right. Let's finish them off.
All right. I swear to you, righteous, that in heaven the angels record your goodness before the glory of El Elohim.
Look at that. But look who he's swearing to. The Most High swearing, so we know it don't come back void. He's swearing to the righteous, right?
Right.
Okay.
Wait with patient hope.
You see that, Giandre? We can't stand up against these people. What they say out?
Wait with patient hope.
Right.
For formerly you have been disgraced with evil and with affliction.
Right.
This something like we was reading earlier in that Baruch, before we started. But now, y'all shine like the luminaries of heaven.
But now, right? We didn't see all the affliction, but when the Most High, he slide on us, right? We're going to shine like the luminaries in the heavens. Come on, that's bright.
That's in Isaiah too. The nations going to come to your light, right? You shall be seen, and the gates of heaven shall be open to you.
All praises.
Your cries have cried for judgment.
Look at that. If we ain't crying to the Most High, how he gonna hear us? Right?
That's your mind right there, right?
For sure. For sure.
Huh? And it has appeared to you. For an account of all your suffering shall be required from the princes and from everyone who has assisted your plunder.
From everybody who assisted your plunders, right? Everybody who done this to you, who assisted in doing this to you. Even if they put up the funds and they ain't physically do it to you, they put up the funds for it to happen, right?
And it's that second Baruch all day long, man.
When you was reading, I was like, yeah, we got a good closer for him. You know what I'm saying? Especially what y'all was talking about. I had to hold my mouth shut on that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was your mouth shut.
Yeah. You know,
but I think we didn't even read the part though. If you give me a
that 78 was one, because when you was looking for it, I was like, he might be talking about this 78. You know what I'm saying? But I was blowing my nose.
No, I think I'm talking about like 77 now. Come to think of it. This is the one, was it in that Ezra? No, it's in Baruch. Where it say some of every nation gonna be subject to your people.
Oh yeah, that's in that second Baruch. We'll get it next time.
All right. We'll hit it when yeah.
Come on, you know you can't multitask. Come
I
on.
know. I was doing one of Yamel moves, trying to look for the scriptures. All right. Wait with patient hope, nor relinquish your confidence, for great joy shall be yours, like that of angels in heaven.
Praise.
Conduct yourselves as you may. Still, you shall not be concealed in the day of the great judgment. You shall not be found like sinners, and eternal condemnation shall be far from you, as so long as the world exists. And now, fear not, righteous, when you see the sinners flourishing and prosperous in their ways. You know, because we see that, right?
Right, for sure.
That's even in the Psalms, you know. Why do sinners prosper?
Right, and think about how they prosper. Even these high class sinners, the Rockefellers in them, it still come with, like I was telling my woman the other day, these really the biggest drug dealers. When you go to China in the times when they was heroin addicts, but they was going to get the poppy seed and all that and bringing it back. They the biggest drug dealers, right? They putting their money up with it. They might not be actually doing the dealing, but they the one putting the money up for it, and they the ones putting the ships to transport it. So again, we see them flourishing, right, and prospering in their ways right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And now fear not, righteous, when you see sinners flourishing and prospering their ways. Be not associates with them, but keep yourselves at a distance from their oppression. Be you associated with the host of heaven, you sinners. Say, all our transgressions shall not be taken account of. You see that? You sinners say, all our transgressions shall not be taken account of. Because a lot of times when you sin, you try to throw it in the back of your mind like you ain't never did it before.
Mm-hmm. And most of these times, these sinners don't believe in the Most High.
Right.
They just know it's a higher. They say it's a higher being or something like that, but they don't believe in the truth. So
right, and then and like I said, that's the spirit of Antichrist. We just read that earlier. Right. They showed them saying the Messiah came in the flesh.
Right.
And then like on this here scripture, all our transgressions shall not be taken account of and be recorded, but all your transgressions shall be recorded daily.
Daily, and that go back to that testament of Paul, right? We say everybody got angels, and them angels going to what they recorded that day, they taking it up to the Most High, right?
At midnight, right? Yeah. I was gonna bring out another scripture with that too. That's okay. And be assured by me that light and darkness, day and night. Behold, all your transgressions.
Right.
Just think about that. Most High can ask light, hey, what does he do in the light? You know what I'm saying? The light give him an answer. That can't be for nobody else but the Most High. Be not impious in your thoughts. Lie not. Surrender not the word of uprightness. Lie not against the word of the holy and Elohim, El Elohim. Glorify not your idols, for all your lying and all your impiety is not for righteousness, but for great crime.
It's a great crime. Remember earlier we said this great wickedness, falsehood, right? This is a great wickedness, a great crime against the Most High. Because the Most High, what we read earlier, is an abomination to him, lying lips, or an abomination to him, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, will I point out a mystery? Many sinners shall turn and transgress against the word of uprightness.
Right.
They shall speak evil things. They shall utter falsehood and create a great creation.
A great creation. Think about it in these times. Look at AI and these robots that they doing, all this type of stuff. That's a great creation. You know what I'm saying?
Great creation, right? Good point, too. And compose Ephraim in their own words.
Books in their own words. And what we were saying earlier, this is the word of truth that never dies. They compose books that we'll never even hear of, right?
Right. They don't want to read the book of Enoch, but they read T.D. Jakes, Saving Grace, right? They read that book. But when they shall write all my words correctly in their own languages, they shall, they shall neither change or diminish them, but shall write them all correctly. All which from the first I have uttered concerning them.
Come on, right? That's nasty, right?
Yeah. Because they judgment is written in the book and it's still there. You wonder, right? That's why you say, how would a white man write this book and put his own demise in the Bible?
All the time, that's be my biggest question when somebody say this is a white man's book. Why would he do that? That don't even make sense.
Right. Another mystery also I point out, to the righteous and to the wise shall be given Ephraim of joy, right? Books of joy. That's why we read last week the Testament of Isaac. You know, that's why when Melchizedek came out, we read that and was joyful. Because we got a little insight on how the Most High do things and think, right?
Mm-hmm.
They shall, to the righteous and the wise shall be given Ephraim of joy, not just the 66 books, of integrity and of great wisdom. To them shall Ephraim be given, in which they shall believe, right?
In which they shall believe, right? So we don't listen to none of the lies out here, right?
Right.
We read the truth. And disagree with any man that say, don't read these books that's given for joy and integrity and wisdom. Right? Don't tell me not to read these books. You feel me? And the Most High say, I gave it to you for joy, integrity, and great wisdom. Come on.
Mm-hmm. And in which they shall rejoice, and all the righteous shall be rewarded, who from these shall acquire the knowledge of every upright path.
That's what we doing with these books of joy, integrity, and great wisdom, right? We inquiring the knowledge of every upright path, right? That's why that command, that's why that shepherd of Hermes that started out, and the servant of the Most High should do move and showing you how to move, right?
Right.
Show you to walk the knowledge, give you the knowledge of the every upright path, man.
In those days, says Yahuwah, they shall call to the children of the earth and make them listen to their wisdom show them that you are their leader, and that remuneration shall take place over the whole earth. For am I and my son will forever hold communion with them in the path of uprightness while they are still alive. Peace shall be yours. Rejoice, children of integrity, in the truth.
Rejoice in the what? Praise Yah. Rejoice in the what?
In the truth.
In the lies,
Man, in the truth, right?
All praise. Praise Yah.
Not bearing false witness, bearing the truth.
Right.
Man, that was a good one right there. Okay.
All praises.
Yeah, I like that 104. That's that one that made me hit that lap around the house that time, I think.
Yeah, it is. I think we read, me, you, and Yamel was reading that.
Yeah.
No, we should have recorded. We should have recorded.
I was going in. Y'all was going in that night. I wasn't acting like him Gentile self, and you wasn't acting like no little Hamite. Y'all was going in.
Don't even laugh at that, child. You know how that brother is. All right. Psalm 133.
Mm-hmm.
I know you got some bonuses out. Should have put them in there. You know? Should have put them in there. Should have, would have, could have, but you didn't.
I said we had time. We had time. It's all good. All right. Psalm 133. See how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity, right? Like the precious oil on the head, running down on the beard of Aaron, running down on the collar of his robes, like the dew of Hermon that comes down on the mountains of Zion. For there Yahuwah commanded the blessing, life forever. Hallelujah. Praise Yah.
Hallelujah. Praise to the Most High.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
Praise the Lord.